Have you ever seen Whiplash? Welcome back to Infinity Fridays. I'm the host, Ta'a.
And I'm the other host, Esme.
Today we have a very special Halloween episode because next Friday you're all going to be tripping way too hard to remember to tune into this week's episode or next week's episode.
Our first topic of the day is, what are you afraid of? So, what are you afraid of?
I'm afraid of only two things, cops and cockroaches.
Don't you mean cockroaches?
Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Don't ever say that, please. Well, what are you afraid of?
I'm afraid of failure and teeth.
Teeth?
Yeah, and things that live in the ocean, especially if they have teeth.
So, like, other people's teeth, you're afraid of their teeth?
My own teeth, also. And I'm also afraid of becoming insignificant the moment that I die.
You must love dentistry. Wait, what? That's so dark. All right. Well, now that you've said it out loud, I think we can all be afraid of that together.
Well, good. We should all be suffering equally. I mean, that's one of Hampshire's main platforms, right? Like, equal suffering for everybody.
That's what they told me when I applied. We've got a great show for you tonight. Party Paul is here, so stick around and we'll be right back. Run the party.
So far, attendance hasn't been up to his expectations, so I offered to stop by and lend a hand.
So, why don't you think people are showing up?
I don't know. I get decorations, I put them up, I get snacks, I made a jammin' playlist. It's just people don't come.
Do your mod mates show up?
Yeah, sometimes, sometimes they're there.
Why don't people like you?
Clearly, Tom was struggling. He had a party scheduled for that weekend, so I knew I had to work fast. Good thing I had a few ideas. Okay, if you have a bar, people will show up. So we're here to pick out some refreshments.
Dude, I'm not 21.
Tom, alcohol makes people sleepy. Sleepy people don't party. So, how do you get the bar without the booze?
Juice?
Mystery juice! Is it alcoholic? Is it not? No one can resist a mystery.
That's kind of concerning.
You're right. People will be concerned. Concerned they'll never know what's in your juice. Tom just wasn't getting it. So, we needed a new angle. I thought a music lesson might raise the volume of party guests.
So, because your taste in music is so bad,
I don't know about that, okay?
No, it is.
I just have a different, taste in music.
Yeah, and also it's bad.
It's just a different, thing, it's its own.
So, have you ever heard of a silent disco?
Nice, can we do that?
Yeah, so what we're gonna do is turn the speakers up so loud that they blow and then there isn't any music.
Won't that, bum everyone out?
I had one last suggestion for Tom, and I really didn't want to let him down. What do people want at a party? They want snacks and they want entertainment. So, what do? Snack harness. We bring in some dogs, people love dogs, and we strap it on. Then, they go around the party dispersing salty refreshments in a novelty fashion.
I don't know.
Look, Tom, it's an innovation, okay? You just gotta go down and then you just...
Yeah, okay.
Look at me. Oh, wow. What a delicious salty treat. What an exciting refreshment of dogs. Oh, I'm sure to go tell all my friends. Everything was in place. We invited everyone we knew. Now, all we had to do was sit back and hope Tom could pull it all together.
So, we really pulled it off, didn't we?
What was in that beverage?
Mostly milk.
As many of you know, Hampshire Halloween is right around the corner, as we said just 5 seconds ago.
And for those of you who don't know what that means, don't worry, we are here to prepare you for a night guaranteed to thrill you, chill you, and fulfill you.
Hampshire Halloween is a long-standing tradition at Hampshire College, but it's changed a lot over the years.
Alternatively referred to as trip or treat, Hampshire students often celebrate Halloween by taking psychedelic drugs and roaming the campus during a school-wide party that takes place from 4 p.m. until midnight.
The main attraction of Hampshire Halloween is the concert that takes place under the solar canopy. This year, for the first time, the solar canopy will only feature off-campus local and touring bands, while all Hampshire bands will perform on a stage in front of the library during the day.
And if you prefer to spend your night sober, don't worry, there are lots of sub-free events lined up as well.
If you do choose to indulge in a trip this year, make sure you stay hydrated and be careful about mixing drugs with alcohol.
And if you take any kind of mood-altering medication like an SSRI, put in your research before taking any recreational drugs.
For example, mixing LSD and lithium can have fatal consequences. Trust me, I've tried, and I died once. Check out one of the handy sheets in the Wellness Center for a more complete list of drugs that I mixed and should not mix.
There will be resources all around campus in case of any kind of trouble. If you and a partner are both able to consent to sex, keep an eye out for one of the safer sex fairies who will be carrying condom, lubes, and candy.
However, keep in mind that consent should be clear and enthusiastic. If you have to ask twice, the answer is most likely no.
And consent given in an intoxicated state or under duress is not really consent. Stay safe out there, and if you or your friends are intoxicated, make sure to stick together. Don't go anywhere with anyone you don't know, and don't do anything you aren't comfortable with.
On a lighter note, let's take a look at a spooky short film made by a student at Hampshire College. It's our very own.
Something.
Yeah, coming. There was someone in the...
Hello!
Welcome to the studio, the host of PBS, Waylon.
Hi, and welcome to PBS, Purely Butt Stuff, where we'll be trying to fill in the gaps, or big gaping holes, that were left by many of our public school sex ed experiences, especially those of us queer folks. So, butts. Butts, 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 butts. Do you ever wonder what that thing down there on your backside is? A little higher than your legs? A little lower than your waist? Ah, yes, you've found it by now, and that is your butt. At this point in the show, you may be wondering what we're all about. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, it's coming. You'll hear. Butt stuff. Butt stuff. Butt stuff. Alright, clear out of here. Click out of here. More dancing later. But for now, a quick disclaimer, as this is our first show. I am not licensed to teach sex ed. This is a sketch comedy show. I don't think anyone on our team here is licensed to teach sex ed, except for one person who almost is. Something like that. However, we all care very much about the subject matter we're working with and the people that it impacts. That being said, to begin the show, we would like to tell you to be very aware of what you do sexually and who it impacts. Of course, remember to be looking out for the signs, because the signs are fucking important and consent is fucking important. Our next episode will focus solely on consent and content. Really, really, really both of them. But for this show, we're going to start with the personal stuff. Things that you can do to get to know your own butt before any of those fun shenanigans. Ah, knowing and loving the colon. Do you know your poop? Do you know how it's doing? Check in on it from time to time. Stare lovingly into the toilet bowl and saying, "Oh, I knew it was beets." To be a little bit too honest, today my stool looked a little bit like those delicious vegan sausages I like to eat. But I didn't eat it. And it's important to know your poop. Do things like that. We've done those things, and it's taught us that there's no guilt in having a butt that poops. There's even a book on it. Maybe you read it as a child. Everyone poops. Or the English version, very funny, everyone poos. Little bit different. We got the American version up on screen for you. So, we're going to dip right into the colon, where you can learn to keep your butt clean from the inside out. Eating a high-fiber diet like, say, spinach, other veggies, eggplant, maybe some fresh beans, oh, they're good, can make for some cleaner poop. It leaves less of a mess, you know. And if you don't eat kale already, well, you got a really good reason to, and it is fucking delicious. Make some kale chips in a frying pan, little olive oil, and just think, this is gonna leave my butt clean. I'm only gonna have to wipe once, and then I can leave the bathroom immediately. Isn't that good? Don't you hate 10 minutes in a bathroom? Whew. Whew. All right. And if you want to put some extra oomph into that cleanliness down there, try a natural anti-diarrhea agent, like my personal favorite, kombucha. You can taste the future butt stuff. We'll move on with the show in a moment, but this butt stuff could be a great solution to some problems I've been having with hardcore vegan activism. You ever see them out there? Shaming meat eaters? Shaming meat eaters who can't afford artisanal blackened tempeh and sesame sauce 6 days out of the week? People who live in food deserts. People who are working paycheck to paycheck and can eat what they can eat on the time they can. Maybe those people really hate being called murderers. for eating meat. So, general rule. 2 general rules, actually. Don't shame people. It's not fun. If you want to spread the vegan agenda, like I want to spread the homosexual agenda, then make butt stuff your first talking point. Go down the road, you say, hey, you care about the environment and want a clean butt? It's a better start, don't you think? And really, you could help save the environment. You could help people get healthier. And you wouldn't be mean. So there's no shame in butt stuff. And there's no reason to shame people for veganism. Vegans, not that we don't love you, we love you. Now we turn our show in the direction of the metaphysical, with a segment I like to call Asking Questions to the Great Talking Butt. Now everyone, get your butt spirits out. Can we raise the Great Talking? It's here. All right, Esme.
I have some questions for the Great Talking Butt.
All right.
Question A is, what is your preferred brand of toilet paper?
I like Downy. This butt likes bears.
Nice.
Thanks for the recommendation. I have a second question along the same line. What's the worst toilet at Hampshire to poop in?
Ooh.
Like
Well,
the
there's
grossest.
There's the woods. That's full of bumps. Nasty.
What do you think of the Kern toilets? There's something new.
That's just a hole. It's literally, if you take a shit from the second story Kern toilet, your shit falls like at least 25 feet. You ever think about that?
Is that exciting
Not
for
before
you?
today.
Like, do you like to watch it drop?
I do.
Can you see?
I mean, in a metaphysical sense, I can see what's going on. It's mostly in metaphor.
Beautiful.
Well, I've got one more question for you, Talking Butt. Are there any resources that are butt specific at Hampshire?
Absolutely. You all have the wellness center, which has condoms and lube and safer sex supplies. Also, the area offices have toilet paper and condoms and lube.
Good shit. Good shit.
I get it, it's a joke.
Yeah, we don't want to make fun of you, but we take your input very seriously
Yeah,
here.
thank you very much for coming on the show.
Yes.
Talking
oh,
Butt.
yeah. All right. Can we ask one more question?
What do you want?
Just what's one of your favorite things about being a butt? Like, what's something that in the morning when you wake up and just know deep down that you're a butt? Is something special about that?
I like sitting. No one else can sit. You all, just butts sit.
Oh, great talking butt will never sit like you.
What a service you do for us every day. I mean, I'm sitting right now, you guys. I am sitting right now.
And your butt thanks you for it.
I thank my butt for it.
Thank you, butts. All right, thank you, great talking butt. That was amazing. Oh my gosh. He knew everything about sitting before any of us were born. Well, that's our show, or at least that's the meaty meat of it. And thank you for joining us on our journey. To exit in a fun way, because butt stuff is pretty fun. Let's bring back out those butt dancers. We've got a little chant that we prepared for you, alright? What didn't you learn in high school? Butt stuff! Butt stuff! Why didn't they teach it? Homophobia! What didn't you learn in high school?
Butt stuff! Butt stuff!
Why didn't they teach it?
Homophobia!
Oh, what didn't you learn in high school?
Butt stuff. Butt stuff.
Why didn't they teach it?
Homophobia!
What didn't you learn in high school?
Butt stuff! Butt stuff!
Why didn't they teach it? Homophobia! Woo!
Thank you.
Ah,
Thank you.
well, I sure learned a lot.
I also sure learned a lot, but there's one more thing about butts that we didn't talk about today, and that is how much a butt looks like a pumpkin.
Oh,
So
it
let's
does.
bring out our special guest, Jackie the Pumpkin. Welcome everybody, this is Jackie the Pumpkin, and today we have something very special planned.
We're going to roast this pumpkin. Okay? Pumpkins have been very, very unfriendly to me over the years. I never made a good jack-o'-lantern. So I've invited many people to come up and roast this pumpkin.
Can I go first?
Yes.
I want to go first. All right. This pumpkin is so ugly that we didn't even need to carve a scary face into it.
Oh, snap. This pumpkin right here has no flavor. They don't even put it in pumpkin spice.
Oh, I got one.
Put some seasoning on
May
that.
I?
Yes, come in.
So, Pumpkin, seems like you can do so much. Light up a stairway, feed hungry people, you make snacks, you make desserts, you make pies. But somehow you find the time to sit around doing nothing. What do you do? What do you do?
Nothing.
What do you do? Nothing.
Next person, please. Please.
This pumpkin will someday rot within a few weeks, reminding us of all our own mortality. Fuck you, pumpkin.
Yeah,
Just
fuck
fuck
you,
you,
pumpkin.
pumpkin.
Fuck you. One.
Gonna die.
This pumpkin looks like a basketball that doesn't know how to bounce. Next person, please.
This pumpkin has more lumps than a former college football player suing their alma mater.
Take that. Next person, please.
Roast that pumpkin.
Roasted pumpkin.
Yo, pumpkin, okay? You ain't no kin of mine. Hold me back, bro. Hold me back.
I don't know what that was. It seems like the pumpkin kind of stole something from him. I don't know. His life, his Halloween. All right, I don't have anything more to roast a pumpkin with except fire.
Woo! And now, a sneak peek at the Midnight Rodeo's next project. Enjoy.
Zombies moon, zombies moon, wakai hero, Chikaju men, watashi no chikara, doko ni aru? Yeah!
That was our show for the week. We'll see you next time.
And now
Happy Halloween.
Now enjoy a fantastic tune by Kamal Mirza and Jende Cohen. To play us out, who wants to dance?
I do.
We trying to fuck, and when I'm thinking about other things, I'm trying to think about who is safe. And when I'm thinking about trying to fuck, I'm trying to think about rubbers and stuff. I don't wanna be fucked. All I'm thinking about but stuff. I'm thinking about safe sex and other things. And when I'm trying to fucking stuff, I'm thinking about rubbers and stuff. Cause I'm not trying to get an STD when I am trying to fuck. Oh, but stuff. I'm just trying to fuck.